Okay, welcome back to Elderberry Farms. I'm gonna put you guys right here. Hopefully you'll be able to see. I'm gonna plant some garlic heads in my garden bed. I'm kind of getting a late start, but it's not that bad. So I want to get these in before any more time passes. This garden bed is right in front of the house, so we're gonna try and have two garden areas. This one is going to be a smaller garden area in front of the house, and then over on that side we have the bigger garden that is pretty much done for the year. And I gotta get ready to I gotta get ready to put the beds to bed over there. So I wanted to plant some garlic in this bed. I do want to I have some more beds that I need to fill up, and I want to put beets, because beets is a good winter crop, fall and winter crop. Lettuce is a good fall and winter crop here in the Pacific Northwest. I come from California, so it's like there was no bad time to plant because it's always sunny over there and beautiful. But here you get more of seasons. So you kind of have to think it through, you know what I mean? So yesterday we spent some time in the kitchen. I didn't record anything because I just wanted to get things canned quickly. Hey, get out of here. Canned quickly. I had some jalapenos that had been in the freezer, and I had some tomatillos that had been in the freezer. So I went ahead and made chili verde and canned that. And I only got like 6. It's funny because I had 2 big 5 1 gallon bags of the Ziplocs, and this was for last season, and I just wanted to get them put away, so I just threw them in the bags and threw them in the freezer. I didn't even haul them or anything. I just stuck them in the freezer, and so just yesterday I got around to doing something with them, and I only got 6 cans. It's funny, 2 big bags, and I only got 6 cans, or 6 jars, I should say. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I want to have garlic for next year. And you know how at the grocery stores you can buy jars of whole cloves? I kind of want to see if there's a recipe out there to do that here at home. Because I got a lot of garlic one year and I lost a lot of it I didn't get to it fast enough. So I want to see if there's something I can do. If anybody knows of a way to do that, or where you can find how to do that, let me know. Just put it in the comments. So I'm smoothing this over. I've got what I ordered from Country Creek Acres is Siberian hardneck garlic bulbs and fresh California softneck bulbs. So I have a little bit of both. I'd like to put more, but I think this will be plenty. And they've sent them. This is the California softneck. So I'm going to open these up, and I guess it doesn't matter if I leave the husks there. Open these up and get them planted. I wish this had like a little ledge that I could sit on. All right, so while I'm wrestling with these, I'll come back in just a minute. I couldn't remember if, let me put this down first. Okay, so I couldn't remember if you leave the skin on or take it off, and you leave the skin on apparently of the garlic. So I'm taking these apart, and then you just stick them in the ground with the pointy side up, and it tells you to plant them certain distance apart. I'm gonna really crowd these in here. So I might not do it exactly the way they say to do it, because I want to get as much as I can in there. So I'm just taking off the thick layer on the back, and I guess leaving the corn husk in. So I'm putting them about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 inches apart. And yeah. So then in the spring, I should be able to harvest some garlic. That'll be fun. I like to do that. Then I want to try and see if I can find a way to, however they do it, to can them. Like take the skins off and, have them ready to go in a canner. I don't know how to do that because does that cook the garlic? I don't know. Yeah, it must cook it a little bit. So I'll have to figure that out. I'll let you know when I find out. So anyways, yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're gonna put these about 6 inches apart. Cover them up. And then I'll probably come over with some mulch or straw or something because it gets cold. It gets down to 30-ish here. It supposedly doesn't snow here that often, but I'm here to tell you, every year that I've been here so far, and I've been here 4 years, it snowed. But that's a rarity apparently. It doesn't stick for very long. The snow doesn't stick to the ground very long, but it does snow. It's easy, see? Anybody can do this. I'm gonna have to cover up these beds with a screen or something to discourage cats from getting in it. Because, yeah, it's real life, man. What can I say? Oh my goodness. Okay. The other thing that's happening today, is we're getting our meat chicks today. And they grow very fast. Very fast. So, like in 8 weeks, they'll be fully grown and we'll be able to process them and put them in the freezer for the rest of the year. And I think we're going to end up doing it like twice a year. I'm not sure. It's a lot of work. I mean, it's a full day thing. Well, not a full day thing, depending on how many you do. How many chickens you process. But they are cute when they come, and it's been an adjustment for me to have to, get used to the whole. I'm a city girl. I'm not used to that stuff, so. But I'm learning. Maybe if I spread these things, the kitties won't come. It's like warding off vampires. So I'm going to take a little break from the garlic to show you guys our baby chicks. And these are going to be egg layers, if they're girls, of course. I don't know how many roosters I have. I hope I got all girls. I don't want to deal with more roosters. We won't talk about that right now. Let's hope that they're girls. They're all hens. And I moved her to her new condominium. The mama, she got her own place. It's starting to rain. Georgie, out. Out. Come on. Stay. Speak with authority. I don't want him coming in here because he'll go. The chicks are running around and he'll get excited. Okay. So we're still cleaning up the condo. But hold on. Well, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Oh, look, everybody's having breakfast. You got your water. What a good girl. What a good mama. Aren't they cute? She's very proud. That one's the oldest right there. You can see the feathers. I'm pretty sure that's a girl. The other ones I'll probably check today. I hope that I got all girls. I don't know. They're so cute. They're so cute. It's starting to rain a little bit, so I'm going to get underneath the patio. And the other thing that we're going to do is put this wiring over the bed so that the cats won't get in there. I don't want kitty garlic. So that's going to go over the bed. And that'll be ready in the springtime. And then let me show you this. One of the other things we're doing, we got a lot of things going on today. So I planted the garlic. We're chopping wood for the winter. We got all this wood free. We just had to go pick it up, but they were in big rounds like this. And so Jim is cutting those down. And they're gonna go in that tent. Because we don't have a garage right now, you guys. We are having to figure things out. So this has to come down. This is my cucumber plant. It did really well this year, but it's done. So I'm gonna take that apart. Probably still has some cucumbers on it too. Look at that. There's a few. So I'm gonna take that apart. We've had a little mishap. My tower got knocked over. Did all the dirt come out?
No, not all of it. Some of it.
Oh, darn it. Here, let me fix this. Okay, so we did the thing, and you should see, they're so cute when they come. Let me show you. We got the baby chicks. So right now they're living in the house in the little tote that my husband made. They got their food and their water. They're nice and warm because, well, I got the lamp there. You'll know if they're nice and warm, if they're scattered and kind of all moving around, that means they're fine, they're comfortable. If they're trying to get, if they act like they're trying to escape the lamp, like they're all in these corners huddled together, it's too hot, so I would raise that up. Gracie's very curious. Oh, Gracie. Not for you, okay? I want to try and make some cowboy candy. I have some jalapenos that I need to get canned. They were in the freezer most of the year, so I got to get them in the can. Okay, guys, here we go. We're going to do the cowboy candy. I'm going to put you guys, put this here. Okay, so for the cowboy candy, let me do this first. For the cowboy candy, we are going to need 3 pounds of jalapenos, and I put my jalapenos over here. They're draining. These are the frozen ones that I was telling you about. I put them in the freezer last year. So even though this year I didn't have a good jalapeno harvest, last year I had a great one, and I saved the jalapenos. So we're going to use those jalapenos. We need 3 pounds, and lucky for me, the 2 bags that I filled with jalapenos came up to 3 pounds. I don't know. I just have good luck that way. Okay, so, and then we're also going to need 2 cups of apple cider vinegar, which I have here, and then I'm going to need 6 cups of sugar. I know, it sounds like a lot of sugar. 6 cups of sugar, half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of celery seed, 3 teaspoons of garlic powder, and it calls for 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, but I don't like these jalapenos have all the seeds in them, and
the way we cut them, we just left the seeds in.
Yeah, we left the seeds in. I'm going to cut that cayenne pepper down to half a teaspoon. So we'll see how that goes.
Because of the seeds.
Yeah. And then this recipe also calls for you to...
Sorry.
This recipe also calls for you to simmer the jalapenos in the syrup for a little while. And I think that's to kind of soften them and also to give the syrup some of the heat of the jalapeno. But because these were in the freezer, they're already soft, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to skip that part. So hopefully that'll work out fine. My hands are already burning from just touching the bag of the jalapenos. So, okay, so here we go. So we need 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. Here we go. And I've never made this before, but it's one of those things where everybody's talking about it. I'm thinking, what is this thing that everybody's talking about? Yes, we went to the Oregon. There was a market, like a farmer's market in Oregon, and somebody was giving out samples in Grants Pass. And I thought this is going to happen. Okay, so here's one. Honey, will you hand me that over there? Apple cider vinegar. So that's cup number 1. Can you believe it? Only 2 cups of apple cider vinegar, and then the rest is sugar. So this is not diabetic friendly. Although I wonder if you could make it with monk fruit. That would be a lot of monk fruit. Okay, here's number 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. All right, 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. It says combine the vinegar, sugar, and spices. Okay. And then we're gonna add 6 cups. Let me grab the pot, the bowl. This is 6 cups of sugar. So here we go. 6 cups. Yes, sir. Oh my goodness. 6 cups of sugar and the spices. And the spices are, I already told you, half a teaspoon of celery, turmeric, garlic powder, and cayenne pepper. So I have them neatly placed here on my little plate here. Okay. And we're gonna put that on the stove and bring it to a boil in the stock pot, okay? Okay. So I'm gonna turn this flame on. Get this party started. So this is just the syrup. Get this all mixed up. Don't give this to your hummingbirds. Zoom, zoom, zoom. They're already fast. Okay guys, so we're done with making the syrup. It's really thick. It's good too. It's really good. This is dangerous. My jars have been in the oven heating up. So I'm gonna get those. They're already been, I washed and cleaned them, but I wanted to keep them warm, so I got my jalapenos. It calls for you to put it in the solution for a little bit, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna load up my jars with a 1/4-inch headroom of space. Okay, so I'm ready to put the syrup in. Wow. Wow, that's good. Ooh, that is so good. Okay.
Are you still recording?
Yeah. Wow, this is really good stuff. All right, so I'm gonna take this ladle and I'm gonna ladle it into my jars, leaving a 1/4-inch headspace. And it's really syrupy, so I don't want to spill it all over my counter. Ooh, that's got a little bite to it. That's good. This is good for Christmas gifts, guys. So I'm gonna put some in, and then I'm gonna get the air bubbles out. And if I need to put more syrup in, I will. Yeah, this might work out. All right. All right, so all the jars are loaded. And I actually had extra syrup. And not enough jalapenos, can you believe it? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean the top of the jars. And this stuff is sticky, so if you dropped any on the rim, make sure that you got it off. So all these are gonna get wiped. And you wanna make sure they're real clean because the jars won't seal if they're not wiped. And I'm just wiping it over with vinegar. And it's, once I put the peppers in there though, ooh, that kicked it up a notch. All right, so that's going on first. go. Oh boy, hope they don't burst. All right, in the jacuzzi they go. Okay, so I'm gonna load all those up and I'll be back. Okay, so I got 8 half pints in there, and I can add to that the rest of them because this will hold both of them. All right, I put the second tier on there, and that one is under the water by an inch, so I hope that works out okay. If not, it'll be the first one we eat. All right, so we're gonna let this come to a boil. Once it starts to boil, we're going to set a timer for 15 minutes. All right, guys, we're done processing. It's been 15 minutes, and we're gonna just kind of open this jar. You always want to open away from you because it's a lot of hot steam there. And we're hoping that we'll hear little clicks, little popping of the jars. I'll tell you what, the syrup, oh my goodness. Man, that's dangerous. It's really good, you guys. Really, really good. Let's lift that up. It'd be good like on Ritz crackers with cream cheese and then have this on top. That would be yummy. All right, that's it. Ooh. So I got 1 full pint. 1 full pint. This one's like a half pint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 half pints. Well, 11 if you count this one. So 11 half pints, 1 full pint, and we're done. So we're gonna let this cool off and hope that we'll hear the music of these things sealing, like a little pop. I heard one earlier in the canner. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching what we do today. You know, it's all about preparing right now for winter and getting some harvest put away so it doesn't waste. And so we've been up to that. That's what we kind of been focusing on. So I hope you guys have a good day. Catch you on the next one.